They call Rome the Eternal City, precisely because there's so much history that dates back centuries. It lives in the buildings and it's still in the people as well. But Rome is also a place in transition with lots of new energy and new people. So my name is Nelson George. I'm the editor of BlackAtlas.com. And while I'm walking around Rome, I'm going to share the past and the present of this great city. So many great historical spots in Rome. I'm standing in front of the famous Spanish Steps, which have been in many movies, Roman Holiday, and it's a huge, as you can see, a huge tourist destination. Families, and there's just cameras going mad all over the place here. In honor of all those Audrey Hepburn fans out there, I'm going to walk up the Spanish Steps right now. People in New York City like to call Madison Square Garden the world's most famous arena. Not true. The world's most famous arena is right behind me. It's the Roman Colosseum. It's the prototype for every arena you've ever seen, actually. Centuries ago, men fought to the death in this building for the entertainment of Romans. It was mass entertainment. It was like going to watch a basketball game or a hockey game or a boxing match. The other way to look at this building, which is such a marvel, is the world's most glorified graveyard. Not only for the gladiators who died here, but for the literally hundreds of thousands of slaves who toiled to the death to build this architectural marvel. La Dolce Vita, The Sweet Life, was popularized by the filmmaker Federico Fellini. It really speaks to nightlife and the vibrancy of life here in Rome. And a lot of that vibrancy comes from black music. You can find jazz, hip-hop, blues, funk all over the place here. And in fact, not only is the music here, but performers who perform black music live here. Black expatriates have made their home here in Rome. I'm in Rome, Italy, of all places, with two of the four Lewis sisters from Gary, Indiana. And this is Wendy Lewis. Wendy, how long have you lived in Rome total now? Total
would be 15 years. I was 20 when I got here.
Right.
And it was actually a good age to learn Italian. You know, you're still pretty young. And
so talk about why is it what is it about Italy that holds you?
It's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous place. Beautiful, beautiful country. And I remember when I was 12, in my history class, like falling in love with Europe. Since I was a little girl. I mean, when I was really little, I loved Greek mythology. I loved all things old.
Right.
And I loved the museums. So that's, for me, Italy is like a big open air museum, you know? And it's been a lifelong dream to live in a place like this.
You can't take them anywhere. Woohoo, time to eat.
If you had any tips for any, African Americans coming to visit Rome or visit Italy, any tips you'd give them for traveling here?
Find somebody that you know who knows somebody who's from here. And to be able to go to someone's home, to be able to have someone treat you as if you're a member of their family, that's what makes Italy that much more special.
It's so really nice to reconnect with both of you. It's been years and years. What kind of music do you sing?
They love American music, blues, soul, jazz, all the genres. They really appreciate. And they want to hear it from a mother tongue, a real deal singer.
Io non ti conosco, io non so chi sei, so che hai cancellato con un gesto.
You used to sing with bands, or do you?
Yeah, we do funk music, pure funky music. The tours that I do with them, I've met Al Jarreau,
sure,
Jamiroquai, all kinds of wonderful artists who were on the same stage, basically.
Insieme, insieme, la 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 la.
And that was it's Wendy Lewis singing here in Rome for BlackAtlas.com. Beautiful thing. I went to the Louvre a few years ago, and in the room that the picture of Mona Lisa is, there's these really big portraits, and at the bottom of the picture, I'd see little black people in these big epic pictures. And then as I began traveling around Europe, I began realizing that in so many of these Renaissance era portraits, there were black people in Europe and they were in these photographs, but usually they were in the corner of the frame in a subservient role. And I was sitting in the lobby of this hotel and boom, there he is. This is a fairly typical shot. He's a black servant. He's offering flowers to the woman of the house. He's got a little earring here. He's got a little style. And they always have these little uniforms on. But what's also interesting is look at his hands. The painter, while he did document the fact that there was this black or African presence, he didn't take a lot of time with the detail. He's so black, there's no white to his hands. And his eyes are not very well defined either. But it is kind of remarkable thing when you travel Europe and look at these kind of Renaissance era paintings. Keep an eye out for the black person in the bottom of the frame, because you will find him in so many photos. Rome at night is an amazing looking city. I mean, if you're coming here to visit, obviously you're going to get around during the daytime, but at night it's kind of beautiful and mysterious and historic and just lovely. This is the Vatican behind me. And if you come here to the Vatican in the daytime, there's going to be scores and scores of people here. But here at night, it's around 2 o'clock in the morning here in Rome. It's peaceful, you can hear the fountain. You can really get a sense of the majesty of the place. So that's a little tip. If you're going to come to Rome, be a night owl. This is Nelson George for BlackAtlas.com. I'm standing in Campo dei Fiori, which means the field of flowers. By day, a flower market. By night, a hangout. I've had an incredible few days in Rome. Great meals, amazing meals. Seen some fascinating historic sites and met with black expatriates. Till next time, catch you in the air.